starting out beginning of this season, we've really evolved the wiring systems that you find in a Pro Mod style top sportsman car, even a bracket style car. Automated Racing Technologies out of the Atlanta area have been working in collaboration with Tim McAmis at timmcamis.com for about 5 years developing a touchscreen control unit. And it's really the wave of the future. If you've got an iPod phone or a BlackBerry, you'll have no problem using this operating system. And what that's done is eliminated about 25 to 30 hours of labor in wiring a car. It's also made the whole car digital now versus an analog style system before with your rocker panel switches. And it's really, you know, we're 5 years ahead of the rest of the chassis guys right now with this style wiring system. It's the wave of the future. You know, it can be intimidating at first if you don't have the right mindset about moving forward, but like I said, if you got a BlackBerry phone, you won't have any problem going through this. And I'll do a quick simulation of what it takes to operate the system. Do you need for your light to get this to work? Are you good there?
Oh yeah.
Do I need to move it? All right. Basically, when the driver's sitting in the car, strapped in, helmet on, ready to race, you're at your, you want to go to your race screen, and the calibration on this monitor is really, it's pristine. We've operated it with your fire gloves on. There's no problem there getting through the system. What we're going to do now is actually fire the car. I hit the motor switch button. It automatically sends a signal to the ignition. The ignition fires by itself, so no more clicking the switch. And there's also dwell times in it built in, however fast or slow you want to go. It's turned our fuel pump on now. So the fuel pump's running without the driver having to operate a switch. And then the cooling system's going to come on as well without the driver having to operate a switch. So now the car's running, we're behind the water box. I'm going to let the clutch out or put it in drive. I got an automatic car. I'm going to get in the water box. So I'm going to go to my next screen, which is my burnout screen. This system's set up for a car like Pat Stoken's. It's got an ACD air shifter in it, a 4-speed air shifter. So basically what you're going to do is throttle the car, let the clutch out, hit the shift button. We just made 4 gear changes. We're rolling across through the starting line, through the burnout box, across the Christmas tree in high gear, just like I did my burnout. Put the car in reverse, back up, get straight, listening to my crew guys. I'm going to go to the next screen. And you hear the nitrous cars activate their nitrous system. Before it was a rocker panel switch, and you would have to activate 4 different switches for 4 systems. Well, here, same thing. We've got dwell times built into this. I test my first system, my second system, my third system, my fourth system. Everything looks cool, sounds great. Go to my purge screen. When the bottles are hooked up in the car, the valves are on. There's transducers on the bottle that monitor pressure. You'll have a blue line come up to wherever the bottle pressure is in the car. Right now we've got it set at 1,000 on our first bottle and 1,250 on our second bottle. Basically just hit your main purge switch and it automatically brings that bottle down to whatever predetermined PSI you want to run. If you want to manually override it, say you're getting a little nervous out there and you want to go at 950 versus 1,000, just manually override it and watch the number come down to the you know, whatever time you're looking for. All right, so I've purged through the motor, I've purged my nitrous bottles. Now we're going to go to our race screen, and just to simulate a clutch pedal and a brake pedal, I've got 2 pieces of metal here. This is a proximity switch. It works, you know, basically off of, you could say a void or a distance, so you're no more messing with dial indicators trying to get an arm on an analog style switch accurate. You find the proximity you're looking for one time, hit the button on the screen, and it sets it, and you never have to worry about it again. So as I'm moving forward to stage the car, you know, you got the clutch in, go full throttle, let off the clutch, oops. Push the clutch in, go full throttle, let off the clutch. We're simulating a run. 1, 2, 3, 4 systems, go through the finish line. This is your parachute button. It kills all the power on the car. There's another kill switch on the steering wheel, and there is a parachute button on the steering wheel. So if you get out of shape, the parachute switch always kills everything, or you got a master kill on your other thumb. So it's also a safety feature as well. You get in a situation where you need to have both hands on the steering wheel to drive the car. You've also got a kill switch available for you too from a safety feature. So this system's evolved ever since we put the first one in Jim Halsey's car. You know, you've seen Jimmy run on Yellow Bullet many times this year. tickled to death with it. You know, it's a flawless system. Chris Patrick with Automated Racing Technologies, he's great with customer service. He's been to the track a couple times with guys like Halsey and Pat Stoken, and he'll work through, you know, any type of issues if you want to try something different, you know, add a feature to it, take a feature away. It's all programmed on a computer. It's got a 4 gig processor, and I'm not a computer geek, so I'm not going to talk too much about, you know, that type of thing, but here we're using 18 functions, and you're able to do up to 90 with where it's at right now. So, you know, moving forward in the future, say you've got a heavy street car that you want to pop the trunk on, turn on your headlights, turn on the windshield wipers, let a window down. You know, you're able to do all that with the touch of a button on the touch screen. Another cool thing about this particular unit is for your delay box. If you're a bracket racer, it's got a delay box built into it, so that's another box out of your car that's wired right into your touchscreen unit. And here you can leave on, you know, their ET, your typical tree ET, and then your ET, say if you're running, you know, slower, faster, and it gives you a total delay. So just another way that we're moving forward in technology. We're able to get about 13 pounds of weight out of the car just with this system alone. You know, some teams have even taken it further than that by removing the batteries, so you get all that battery cable out of the line. You can self-start it. So practical, and it works well, and the performance has been proven at the events already it's been to this year. So make sure you go to timmcamiss.com and check us out, all right? 24/7, got any questions, great customer service. Ask for Billy, Kuso, Ed, Jason, any of us will be glad to help you, talk you through whatever technical relations issues you might have. So thanks for visiting us, Yellow Bullet. We love you. We check you out, even though Tim gets on our butt sometimes for getting on the internet, but we love to see what the guys at Yellow Bullet are doing. So take care.